Hey guys, After Show Reacts here, and today I'm going to be reacting to some more Ally McBeal. This is Season 2, Episode 12, so let's get into it.
What about you and Ling? You think you two could work out?
Not a chance, but that's a plus for me. I want someone who's emotionally inaccessible.
The fuck, man? They did not look like tongues, I'm not gonna lie.
Call me?
Think about it.
Apparently, Nell and, apparently Portia and, Lucy Liu are in the credits now.
And what's even better, he wants to take it slow. And when a guy wants to take it slow, I better get to work. Yeah, you better.
Hey!
Hey.
Oh
how's it
god.
You look...
going? What?
Ally, Billy, need you both. Just got a last-minute handoff. New client, conference room, 10 minutes.
Hello.
She has no shadow, I think.
Ling, why are you always here?
She's suing the environment.
Activist organizations have brought lawsuits claiming trees have rights. If a tree can sue you, why can't you sue the tree?
Now.
Kimberly Goodman. Husband wants to annul the marriage. Ally, I thought you and I would take it. I'll first chair since I'm on a roll.
On what grounds does he want to annul the marriage?
Incompetence. He's a sexaholic. Says he was under the influence of the dumbstick when he went through with the ceremony.
I thought instead of calling, I'd stop by in person, put you on the spot. How about tonight?
Tonight? Well, I have to check my schedule.
You're free, like every night.
Thank you, Elaine.
Everything all right?
Fine.
Why are you standing there like that?
I think I need mental help.
Why?
I feel happy. I'm just not equipped.
I have an appointment with Tracy at lunchtime. You want to take it?
Well,
I'll
that's...
take it. I'm just going over a little Nell anxiety. Nothing so earth-shattering as happy.
Well...
I'll bet she'd take us together.
I don't like...
9
don't
years
like
we
her.
were married. I didn't think it was remotely possible he could really get an annulment. I've been a housewife for the last 9 years. I've been raising children.
How do you get an
The
annulment
idea that
for
a
9
court
years?
could nullify everything?
This is a legal proceeding, Mrs.
Ah,
Goodman.
makes
That court
sense.
can't nullify you or your life.
My children are 7 and 9, and it's important to me that
The annulment's been like, you make a
I don't want
mistake.
a judge to
Like,
rule that their father married
really
their mother
early
in
on?
some act of insanity.
We're not gonna let that happen.
I mean,
I promise you.
9 years? What?
Why are there two people here?
Who are you?
Dr. Nickel, I'm filling in for Dr. Tracy, who is in California pitching tofu, and possibly a pilot.
The fuck?
Who's the sick one?
Him.
Her. You must be John. So
Is
you're
that-
in therapy and
Oh my God,
you decided
English.
to bring a date?
English. Fuck, name. Okay, I know the name. I'm just not saying it in case I'm making a mistake, and I'd be really, really embarrassed if I was making a mistake, so I'm just gonna check, you know, just make sure that I'm right. Just like, I don't want to say it and be like, you don't know the difference between who? That fucking is Bruce Willis. Okay. I recognized him immediately. Couldn't think of his name. And then I was like, well, what if it's not Bruce Willis? And I've just said, oh my god, that's Bruce Willis. I don't want to be, like, embarrassed by, like, saying that. So I just want to double check that I was right. What the hell?
Where's your popcorn?
This is Ally McBeal. We were both patients of Tracy's. And since our symptoms both go to fear of
Apparently he's not
relationships...
credited.
Decided to team up. Fine. Theme song. You first.
I'm not singing my theme song to a stranger.
Hey, Spanky, you go.
No.
No. Two wacky little people who come in tandem and refuse to sing their theme songs. Do I look like a miracle worker?
Is this the way to...
Shut up!
Oh my god.
Spanky now.
What is up with their therapists in the show?
As well.
But sometimes I just walk out.
Just gonna need you to sign this release form.
A release?
Basically, it says if you jump out of a window, we won't be held liable. Just initial the bottom.
What the f-
So, back to you, Stuttering John. How's everything in Poughkeepsie?
Seriously, why do they keep, like, portraying therapy like this? It's so not healthy.
Poop. Now that's progress. Tracy will be real pleased.
Really don't like how they portray therapy.
But what am I? Are we serious? We haven't even had sex. Lang,
I mean, if you are in a serious relationship, you need to consider the
do you
fact
not
that
like sex?
she said that she didn't.
It's messy.
Well, I'm very good at cleaning up after myself. Well, do you think maybe
You do need to talk about this.
counseling?
Why is it so important to a man? Whatever happened to simple
Emotional intimacy.
emotion, tenderness?
We have been dating for 4 months.
Nell hasn't
Wow.
had sex with a funny little man.
I don't know what's going on there. I'm concerned more about us. I mean, if we are an us,
I
I like
understand.
foreplay.
so do I. I'd be happy with replay.
There are other things besides intercourse and waddle.
I need to know if we're going anywhere.
Do you really like that? See, there's so many other things besides intercourse, but men just can't see beyond their thumbsticks.
I was thinking maybe we don't need Tracy. Maybe we could just bounce our respective problems off each other.
You think?
Well, I'm comfortable talking with you. I think that you are with me.
Well, okay. John.
Nell, hi.
Hi. Dinner tomorrow night?
Oh, that's sure.
Don't start playing hard to get again, John. I might just give up and start going after Billy. Cajun fish. Kidding.
I'm afraid I married her because she's beautiful.
Oh my god, that's the vampire that was in
for looks.
the first
What I mean
episode
to
of
say
Angel.
is, I wasn't acting out of free will. I suffer from sexual obsessive-compulsive behavior, and this affected my mental competence.
Your mental competence.
For 9 years?
Basically, I was crazy.
Move to strike, Your Honor. Any man's crazy to get married. Withdrawn. You still want to make love to her?
Yes, but I also want others.
So why not just cheat? You're married.
She wants to divorce me.
And you being a wealthy man, my client would realize a substantial amount of money in a divorce settlement, right, Mr. Goodman?
I suppose.
You suppose.
Not
If the
fair.
marriage were somehow nullified, gee, she wouldn't get anything.
That's awful.
This sickness not only gets you off, it gets you off cheap.
Objection.
Withdrawal. And why is it so important to get an annulment?
I was not of sound mind when I made the decision to marry. I was not of sound mind when I committed the act of marriage in the ceremony. There can therefore be no competent meeting of the minds which is necessary for any contract to be valid.
Those are good legal buzzwords.
She's badgering the witness.
9 years, Mr. Goodman, 2 children. You walk into a court and say, strike that from the record.
I'm not a well-managed fish. You think I'm proud of all of this?
Will you feel proud if you avoid alimony?
Objection.
I'm sorry to hurt you this way.
She's not the victim here, Mr. Goodman. You are, remember? You're the victim.
Look, you had 9 years and children. Trying to get out of a divorce and, like, a settlement is fucked. I don't think it should, like, I don't know if it should be half or quarter or whatever, but she should get something. That's not fair. Like, what about your kids? You made a vow together, like, you just want to be like, nah, screw you! Let's just, like, fuck off with all my money and pretend like the marriage never happened.
Am I strange not to be wanting
No.
it?
You can't even say it, can you?
I can say
Maybe you're
it.
asexual.
I just don't, because for whatever reason, whenever I say the word, it drives men crazy. Even some women.
When you say the word sex,
Yes.
what's so special about the way you say sex?
If I knew, I'd correct it, believe me.
Say it.
Not a chance.
Ling, it's just you and me. Say it.
Sex.
One more time.
Sex.
Ally McBeal, hi.
Yeah, hi.
I'm Laura Dipson. Pleasure. I'm the Executive Vice President for Women for Progress. A pleasure. I have some splendid news. You have been nominated for this year's 1999 Role Model in the category of professionals.
I beg your pardon?
Working women, you're a role model. Now, we're going to plan to publish this in next month's magazine.
I don't want to be a role model.
Well, that's very sweet, but I'm afraid you really have no choice. Anyway, it'll be wonderful. You'll love it. We are going to have to make a few adjustments in the way that you dress. And I'd really like to fatten you up a little bit. We do not want young girls glamorizing that thin thing.
Wait a second.
Now,
If
my
she's a
sources
role
tell
model,
me
then
that
who
you feel
she
an
is,
emotional
the
void
way that
without
she
a man.
looks right
You're
now.
really going to have to lose that if women are going to look up to you.
I don't want them looking at me at all.
Don't be pissy. You're a role
Hey,
model.
get
you
the
do
fuck
what we
off
tell
of
you
it.
to do. Now, you can start by dropping that skinny, whiny, emotional slut thing and be exactly who we want you to be. Nothing more, nothing less. Can you do that, Pinhead?
The fuck is wrong with you?
Bit off her nose?
Yes.
But what does this dream have to do with Greg?
Oh.
I think that it's my idea of a relationship or something.
Which is?
I want somebody I can be totally weak with.
But can't you have that without biting off some woman's nose?
Don't you get it, John? I think I crave some kind of dependency, and that makes me feel like a failure as a woman.
Sorry.
Are you afraid of loving somebody again?
Oh, don't be ridiculous. Yeah. but I'm working on it. I picked out a new theme song today. It used to be Tell Him, and now it's Ooh Ooh Child.
Ooh, ooh, child. Ooh, child, things will get brighter.
Ooh, child, things are going.
Renee.
Really?
Kidding. Just playing through. Believe it or not, I have a date too.
Can't believe he's not married.
So where were we?
Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter.
Ooh, child, things are going.
Why? It's better when Joe's singing it.
Child, things will get brighter.
Sex becomes the absolute center of their lives. And you qualify this as a disability? I qualify it as a compulsive disorder that overcomes free will. I absolutely do. What's to stop any man when he gets caught with his pants down from saying, hey, I'm an addict? We can't stop men from saying
I mean,
it, but establishing
being
it
addicted to
is
sex
altogether
is a
different.
Tell me what establishes it.
In simplest terms, it's when people use sex as a mood-altering device. It's just like drugs when used to cope with relational pain. You compare it to drugs? Yes, people use sex to get a high. And just like drugs, they begin to need bigger and bigger doses to get that high.
Of course you managed to get diagnosed with it.
Extend to a decision to marry? Without question.
Mr. Goodman knew the nature and the quality of his act when he married Kimberly Goodman, didn't he?
Yes, as does an alcoholic. When he takes a drink, it doesn't mean he has control.
Here's what I don't understand, okay? Despite the fact that, like, maybe he did marry because, you know, of sex. Maybe he is a sex addict. Whatever. Like, you still spent 9 years with this woman. Why would you not want to divorce with, like a proper divorce where she gets partial money? Because, I mean, you're hurting her. Someone that you claim to love. I'm aware that not all marriages are, like, great. You know, my parents are divorced, and my mum tried to go for all of the money. I don't think she deserves that. I'm not even sure she deserved half, which is what I think she got, or a little bit less than half, actually. But I still think that she deserves some of it, and because, you know, they were married for a long time. And I still think it's the same here. I mean, if you didn't have kids and maybe you were only married for like 2 years, then I probably would be like, yeah, probably not worth it, you know? Probably get away with not going halvesies or whatever, because, you know, that's fine. Like, I think that's fine. But, like, this is 9 years and you have kids together. Like...
We've got it together, baby. My land, my everything, and the answer to all my dreams. My moon, my guiding star, my kind of wonderful. That's what you
There's
are.
the dance.
Only one like you. There's no way they could have made two.
Oh, it's good. It's good that she's, like, not doing it correctly.
You're all I'm
I believe that, you know, Elaine would know it.
Was it after he met his lawyer that he decided that he was mentally incompetent?
Objection.
Rephrase. When did he first decide to try to nullify the marriage as a means of circumventing no fault and getting out of paying alimony as the law, morality, and decency would require him to do?
Objection.
Overruled.
Mr. Fish.
No matter what his problems are, they shouldn't nullify the fact that we have been married for 9 years.
John, what are you doing? I thought you and Nell were going out.
I canceled.
What?
Not to worry, I have a plan.
What sort of plan?
I think she has a spontaneity fetish. I told her I have to work late. If she wanted to hang around, we could go and have a drink. Then when everybody is gone, I will go to her and I'm going to Don Juan her.
Oh.
Don't ruin
I'm
it.
excited. Nell. Hello? Hello? I'll get myself ready.
And now there's pressure.
You're not supposed to ruin it. You go back and go to the... Pretend you
You guys are
don't.
going out tonight.
We switched it to lunch. If I don't nail this closing up.
Oh my god.
came into the world. I don't want to see no pennies.
Why do I feel like this is a dream?
And take off that brassiere, my dear. Everybody's gone.
This is absolutely a dream. Go get it, John!
Baby, you're
Go get it!
I can't.
Oh, it's not a dream. Oh. Imagine that. You'd be so insecure. Maybe. It was a lot for him. Oh!
So you got scared. You think you're the first person to panic over...
Was it performance anxiety?
Renee?
Because that's big with lawyers.
Renee, go.
It wasn't performance. Everything was working physically.
Well, then what was it?
It just felt wrong.
Well, then you did absolutely the right thing. I mean, you might have discussed it with Nell before sprinting for the exit, but you did the noble thing by not going through with it. I admire you for not going through with it. But John, you have got to talk to Nell.
My client suffered from an addiction that caused a mental incapacity. That is classic grounds for an annulment. And he's not alone in claiming this mental defect. Mrs.
Well, I
Goodman
mean, he should have
herself
claimed it,
acknowledged
like,
when she
6
filed
months
for
in.
divorce.
and it lasted the duration. There was never a decision to ever live together that can be established to be of sound mind. Textbook annulment.
That's just dumb. It comes down to fairness. Now, whatever his problems, which couldn't be kept in check, much less his pants, she endured it for 9 years. She's taking care of the children,
The problem, counsel, is that the fairness issue presupposes a valid union. Here, technically, it might have been invalid.
And that's dumb. People run off to Las Vegas on their first dates. Some listen to their astrologers. So many people make terrible, horrendous decisions out of passion, and we still enforce those marriage contracts.
There is a difference between recklessness and insanity.
Oh, he wasn't insane. He knew what he was doing, even if he was being led by little Mr. Helmet Head.
Mr. Helmet Head.
Love, by definition, is crazy. I'm crazy about him. He's mad about her. Love doesn't make sense. People fall in love for all sorts of insanities, and we don't legislate the reasons. But once they take vows, we take that seriously.
I mean,
And
you
we
went out of
call
your way
it
to
an
children.
institution. And for this man to be running around vaccinating any woman he can convince to play doctor, for this man to indulge his little affliction at the expense of his wife, for this man to skirt financial and moral responsibility because he found a scuzzy lawyer and a scuzzier shrink to pronounce him disabled, for this man to come in here parading his penis like he should qualify for handicap parking? How dare you subject this woman to this embarrassment? How dare you subject your kids to it? How dare you live? You giant ass.
I don't know if I could convey how sorry I am. I think that my real fear, it's not that I would fall in love with you, Nell. It's that I never would. You represent the girl that I could never get in high school. I was a kid who stood in the corners at the dances and just... And when I'm with you, it's like I'm living my fantasy, and it's all I'm doing. You don't really get me, Nell, and I don't really get you. I think that what I'm trying to say...
You've met somebody.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have. You say I don't get you, I can't connect with your inner worlds. You know anybody who does, John? Anybody you instinctively run to when you need to talk? No, anybody who connects with your dream world. There is somebody, John. But judging by the look I see on her face lately, you may have waited too long.
I give the petitioner points, and the petitioner's counsel points, for making viable a case for annulment that flies in the face of common sense. And I'm horrified to admit it's a winning argument. My only solace is that the law can go either way on this. I share Ms. McBeal's disgust. And to spice it with a little of my own, I'm ordering the petitioner to pay Mrs. Goodman's legal fees. Petition for annulment denied.
Good.
Our rates just shot up.
For the rest of my life.
It's okay. One day you'll meet Ellen. Hurry up. Alrighty, well that was season 2, episode 12 of Ally McBeal. The case. I'm glad they won. I swear they win every single case. But it's so frustrating because every time they get a case, they argue the good point anyways. And I'm like, damn it, I want you to win. But it's frustrating because it's like, they never lose. I don't know. Curious what people's thoughts are on this one. Why are they gonna do this to my John? John and Nell was cute. Come on. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.